Yes, people. Welcome to another edition of the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV. Brought to you by myself, Flawless Mr. Take Note. And yes, I will be joined by my fellow co-host, the young OG, Harris, very, very soon. But first and foremost, like I start every single show on the channel, big up to everybody who's supporting Sarcasm City TV. Like, much appreciated. Love to everybody who's supporting. The way the channel is growing is mad. Absolutely crazy the way the channel grows. Get me, the way I see regulars in the comments, but then I see new faces all the time across multiple shows as well. So big up to everybody who is supporting Sarcasm City TV in whatever capacity. Love to you all. And make sure if you're watching on Twitch, make sure if you're active on Twitch, follow us on there, Sarcasm City TV on Twitch. The link is underneath in the description. So make sure you follow us on Twitch. Make sure you do that. It's road to 100 followers on Twitch. Road to 100 followers. We are at 70, I believe. We might be over, but I know we was at 70. I need to double check. But love to the Twitch gang. And equally as important as well, whether you're watching this live right now or you are watching this back, please make sure you hit the like button on the video. Vitally important you do that. Before you do anything else, before you get to the comments, hit that like button. Let's get the likes up on this video. Make sure you share it across all the socials as well. That's very important. Any social media app you are active on, make sure you share it across your socials as well. So when you click that share app, you see Twitter pop up, Facebook, Instagram, Snapchat. You can share it to a WhatsApp group, a WhatsApp status, whatever. Please share this show across all your social media apps. And equally as important as well, make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. Vitally important you do that. Make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV. And when you subscribe as well, make sure you hit the notification bell because you don't want to miss any of the lives. So hit the notification bell so you don't miss any of the lives. We go live every single day. There is also an upcoming live stream section on the channel as well, and that is your TV guide for Sarcasm City TV. So if you want to know exactly what's going on, Sarcasm City TV, go to the upcoming live stream section. You can see all the shows. Like today, we've got the ManDem United that is currently on right now. After this, we've got the England-Germany watch along, and then late tonight we have the Bucks and the Hawks game 4. Yes, the Hawks and the Bucks game 4. So there's 3 live shows today. Well, this is the ManDem United podcast, people. This is the ManDem United podcast, and it's dedicated to all things Manchester United every Tuesday and Thursday. Like I said, Harris will be jumping on soon. Make sure you keep all your comments Manchester United related. So all your comments, all your questions, Manchester United related, please. And let's get the shares up, man. Let's get the numbers up in here. Let's do that. Let's get the numbers. Let me check the likes as well. Yes, we are approaching double figures. So big up to you lot already. You know what I'm saying? You know, move quick with the likes. So love, yes. Make sure you let us hit double figures. We're only 3 minutes into the show. So yeah, salute and get all your questions in. Keep them Manchester United related. But as you can see from the title here, people, is Luke Shaw versus Mourinho continues. Luke Shaw versus Mourinho continues, and give your thoughts on it in the comments. I don't understand this at all. Like, I'm lost. We know they didn't have the greatest of relationships when Mourinho was at Manchester United, when he was the manager. We know that. What is the issue, though? Clearly something else happened that we don't know about. And I don't know what it is, because it seems like the strangest, I can't say beef because that's a bit too far, but the strangest issues. Like, I don't understand it whatsoever. Like, yes, Luke Shaw said himself, and I'm going to cut to the quotes. He said himself that people know it wasn't the best of times, and Mourinho said worse things to him, and everyone knows we didn't get on. But it seems a bit weird. Because it says here, this is Luke Shaw saying this. There's no hiding that we didn't get on at United. I think he was a brilliant manager, but it's time to move on. I'm trying to move on, but obviously he can't. And then he also said, where we going? Keep going. Yeah, because Mourinho criticized Shaw's set piece taken against the Czech Republic at Euro 2020, where he described the set pieces as very poor and dramatically bad. Which I don't remember the game if his set pieces were very bad, to be honest. Someone remind me. We did the watch along. I don't remember his set pieces being that bad. Mourinho in defense also criticized Calvin Phillips' set piece defending as well. But obviously, that's not going to make the story. Luke Shaw also went on to say, I don't really understand it, to be honest. I don't know why he's still going on and wanting to point at me. I don't feel like the set pieces were as bad as he was saying. I might have done one in the second half, a corner that didn't get over the first man, but that one was out of 3. The other 2 out of 3, I don't think were as dramatically bad as he says. Look, he's got a job to do. He has got his opinion. I'm used to him saying negative stuff about me now, so I just pass it by. I leave it. I ignore it. I just stay focused on what the coaching staff say here, what Gareth says, and that's that really. His voice is obviously very big. He likes to talk a lot about me, but his voice, once I get to that comment, made me laugh there. But his voice is his own. He can say what he wants. I will focus on myself. I take set pieces at United, so it wasn't as if something I wasn't ready for. Yeah, there's no hiding that we didn't get on. I think he was a brilliant manager, but, you know, the past is the past. It's time to move on. I'm trying to move on, but obviously he can't. He continuously talks about me, which I find very strange. Even some of the lads have said, what's his problem? And why does he keep talking? He just needs to move on. Hopefully he can find his peace with that and finally move on and stop worrying about me. Clearly, I am in his head a lot, and he clearly thinks about me a lot. There we go. And Luke Shaw also continued to say, yes, because I don't think any of you realized the 2 or 3 years I had with him and how bad it was then, what it was like then. What he says now is nothing compared to how it used to be. I'm being totally honest. I'm so past it now. I have grown up a lot. The 3 years I had with him, I learned a lot. I find it easy to ignore him now and even laugh about it. But it's better just to ignore it and move on with life. So, yeah. It's mad. Again, I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? It seems very weird. You lot in the comments, let me know if Luke Shaw set pieces against Czech Republic were that bad. I don't remember them being particularly bad. But that is just me. I don't remember it at all. I don't. Let me get to the comments and then I'm going to give my thoughts on Luke Shaw and what he's responding to there. Big up to Nims9, who says big up to you. Here we go. Willow says, Jose Mourinho has to chat crap about players to remain in the convo. I get that to a point. Cater says big up to Cater. Kaimu says big up. If I butcher your name, I apologize. Bambo says, man like Luke Shaw firing. Cater saying they weren't that bad. I don't remember them being that bad. I just think Jose has an agenda, but it's a very strange agenda. Like, it makes no sense. He's not like us, like YouTubers on here, and I have an agenda running joke, or Ryan or a Lewis or somebody will have an agenda. We running jokes and running bants. Why, as a professional football manager, bear in mind, you've been very successful, even though you're not what you were. You're at Roma now. You have a new club. Why are you still going at Luke Shaw? What happened between the two? Because Luke Shaw said it was bad and he said worse to him, which means this is an ongoing thing. It seems personal for Mourinho. It seems personal, I would say. Maybe I'm being a bit over the top, but it seems personal. 2 or 3 years it was bad, and then you still take shots at him as well. Yeah, like, I don't get the point. Someone please explain to me why you would continue to have shots at Luke Shaw. I don't get it. It's not like it was his signing and something happened, like, and then they fell out. I don't get it. Obviously, Mourinho didn't like him. Yes, they didn't get on. But it's not like a Pogba or Ibrahimovic or Mkhitaryan, or it was one of his signings at Manchester United that didn't work out. That makes more sense because that's supposed to be your guy. But I don't get this Luke Shaw thing. It makes zero sense to me. I'm very, very, very lost at why they have such issues. Well, let me go back to where this all, well, not where it all started, but this has been ongoing as well. That's the worst part about it. Yeah, like Mourinho, Kater says Mourinho is clutching at straws. I don't get it. I'm lost. I'm very lost. Like, I don't understand what is going on and why he has such major issues. It makes no sense. Let me check now. Hold up. Let me just, I'm lost. It's not normally am I befuddled, but like, I'm very befuddled by this. It's very weird. And this is, like I said, this has been ongoing. Yeah, Jose Mourinho's savage digs at Luke Shaw have now lasted 4 years. You know what I'm saying? Even though Luke Shaw has been unprofessional at times, like, being overweight is not the one. Like, being overweight is terrible. Like, people talk about Pogba and his hair and stuff like that. Being overweight is very unprofessional because you are not fit to work. For those that have jobs who are in the chat or anyone watching this back, if you turn up unfit for work, they will send you home. If you turn up unfit for work, they will send you home. Same way if you're a boss, if there's anyone who has employees, if they turn up and they are not fit for work, you send them home. So that is a major thing. And I could understand why that would grind your gears, because you should be fit. You're a professional footballer. You have all the best, what's the word? You have all the best equipment and all the best teachers and all the best trainers to be fit. You should be super fit. You have all the best equipment. You have a literal gym at your workplace. As JV said, so great. As JV said so funnily, but it was a fantastic point. You work at a gym. How are you unfit and you are work at a gym? Yes, Manchester United, but you're still running. Like, there's no way you should be overweight. You play once a week or twice a week, and then you're training at least 3-4 times a week. And you have the best medical team, you have the best PTs, you have the best fitness staff available. So that makes no sense. Makes no sense whatsoever. Zane says, big up my bro Flawless, smash the like buttons, peeps. Big up to Zane. Camille says, big up Flawless, big up to you. Where's Harris? Harris will be on shortly. He did say hit me back. Kaya also says, no other player in Mourinho's tenure has had these digs hit against him. At first, I thought he was trying to get a positive reaction out of Luke Shaw, but when you dive deeper, it's not. I think initially it did. So when he's at Manchester United, it makes sense why you would dig out your own player. I'm not saying I agree with it. You should never dig out your own player. Never. Privately, you can do that, but you should never publicly dig out your own. I never think you should do that. That's just me. If I have a problem with someone I'm close to, you shouldn't. I would never dig them out in a public setting. That's a private conversation. So I don't get it. Someone please put the Mourinho comments up in the chat, please, because I did just read them out. But someone put the Mourinho comments in the chat. I will reread them out shortly, though. He does it for clout, it feels. But Mourinho don't need clout. Get me? Yo, at TalkSport, so you get in the bag. Then you're going to manage Roma. You're getting a bag. It's not like you can't get a job. If he was a pundit on TV who couldn't get a job, then it would make more sense. Because he's trying to put himself like, yo, Jose Mourinho, why do you need to do this? I don't get it whatsoever. It's just like Jose's being toxic for no reason. Marlon says, what happened? So basically, against the Czech Republic, Mourinho was commentating on the game, I believe, for TalkSport, and he said that Luke Shaw's set pieces were very poor and dramatically bad. And then Luke Shaw responded back and was like, I don't know what his problem is, type of thing. He thinks about me a lot, etc., etc. Ranson Saeed said the same thing about Shaw. Facts. Yeah, so I understand it at the club. So Mourinho's issue, I would have issues with him. We work at a gym. How are you unfit? Hear me? Not only is that laziness, that's unprofessional as well, because you are turning up unfit for work. After that, though, once he's left, what's the problem? Shaw's turned his fitness around. He's turned his form around. He's had one of his best seasons for Manchester United. I don't get it whatsoever. Even if you don't like someone, why hit out them over and over and over 4 years? Come on, man. I'm with you, Kato. I don't get it either. I'm at a loss. I am at a loss. I don't get why you would continue to do that. Makes no sense to me whatsoever. Let me check here. Hold up, 1 sec. Because he's labeled stuff at him before. So yeah, what Mourinho said, this is what Mourinho said on TalkSport. The negative thing I would say is once more, they were poor, very poor on attacking corners. The service was dramatically bad. They have so many good players to attack corners. The crosses are not passing the first man. Luke Shaw, in my opinion, very good tonight, but very poor on the corner. Calvin Phillips, the same. England have great power at this level and are going to the knockouts. One corner can decide a game. So yeah, this has been going all the way back. It is really strange. I don't get it. Where else we at? See, so this is what Mourinho said. This was a performance at Manchester United, and Luke Shaw was playing left back, and that side of the pitch, he was closest to Mourinho. And Luke Shaw had a decent game, but he said Shaw was in front of me, and I was making every decision for him. He has to change his footballing brain. We need his fantastic physical and technical qualities, but he cannot continue to play with my brain. Shaw was also instructed to grow up, mature, and understand the game better. The approach towards motivating or otherwise the United man was one rarely seen in the full glare of cameras under Sir Alex. So their relationship was never patched up either. I cannot compare the way he trains with teammates, the way he commits, the focus, the ambition. He has a long way behind. That was said in 2017. So you're talking 4 years ago. It's about seeing everyone as individuals and human beings. I did spend a lot of time speaking to individuals and Luke as well. He is a boy I enjoy talking to. I enjoy trying to help him. He wants to be better. It was about getting him to enjoy his football. We know his talent, but he was trusting his fitness, injury-wise, having players who can back him up. All right, I'm going to continue as well because there was more. And there's probably stuff I forgot that's not in this article. Well, not in this article as well. Where else we at? I found a boy after... So when Luke Shaw came back, it was after the leg break. So that was under Van Gaal. Then by the time he came back, Mourinho was in charge. So he said, I found a boy after an incredible injury which risked his career. I found a boy with some fear and emotional scars. I was trying to improve mentalities. I was trying to make ambition and responsibility to grow up. It was not easy for him, and I have to admit that I push players to their limits, and sometimes players are not ready to follow me. We had a good period. He has a lot of talent. Where else is he at? It was a mixed relationship. A lot of things that happened between us two, sometimes he went about it the right way. I think a lot of people will agree with that at the club. Our relationship wasn't the best. This is Luke Shaw now. It was probably quite easy to see that from the outside, but one thing Jose did do was make me mentally much stronger. I think mental strength is why I would describe that period under Mourinho. And then he also goes on to say, I think I felt a part of the team under Oli, whereas under Jose, I didn't sometimes. Oli showed his belief and confidence in me. I always believed good times were coming. I stuck in and dug deep, went through a lot, but came out better on the other side. There we go. So, and this is again back to 2017. So someone asked Mourinho, how does he get in the side? What does Luke Shaw need to do to get on the bench? And then he responded saying, who? He said it didn't end there either. Mourinho also insisted he's a long way behind. Well, he's not anymore. He's succeeding despite the criticism sent his way. Blah, blah, blah. What else we got? So, yeah, that was pretty much it. So it seems that Mourinho just had issues with... Mourinho likes footballers to be men and like... Now, that's not a disrespect, but he likes the old school player. Get me? Run through brick walls. Players ain't like that anymore. Players are not like that anymore. Let me turn that down. Players are not like that anymore, and that's why Mourinho struggles, because you're dealing with a different type of player. Players now at 26 were different at 26 in 2005. You know what I'm saying? 2003, 2007, 2010, when Mourinho was playing, like, for instance, playing through injuries. He spoke there. Even Luke Shaw said it was tough mentally. He was mentally on me. That's what Mourinho does. He grinds you down mentally to see if you can hack it and see if you want to play. And if you pass those tests, he'll believe in you and he'll play you. This is why Mourinho had the success he had. If you look at his Porto team, if you look at his Chelsea team, if you look at his Inter Milan team, over that from 2002 to 2010, so that 8-year period where Mourinho was successful and won everything, I think it was 2 trebles, and then the treble with the UEFA Cup with Porto, doubles with Chelsea, back-to-back winning Premier Leagues. They were all players will go through, will fight for you. You know what I'm saying? At Porto, we had Carvalho. You know what I'm saying? And that, like, that's just one for an example. We had Carvalho there. He was a man. There's others there. I can't remember off the top of my head, but Carvalho sticks out, and that's why he brought him to Chelsea. You know what I'm saying? And that. Then Chelsea, he had Carvalho. He had John Terry. He had Peter Cech. He had Lampard. He had Drogba. That's his spine. He had a solid spine throughout the team. They were all like, yes, they were all men who would stand up and be counted. They wouldn't complain when they criticized them. They wouldn't go into their shell. You know what I'm saying? But he had this issue with Joe Cole at Chelsea, where he criticized Joe Cole heavily. He did. Even at Inter Milan as well. Solid spine. You had Milito up top. You've got Kivu there. I believe Zanetti was there. You've got men there. You know what I'm saying? You've got, yeah, like I said, Milito, Eto'o. You got Schneider there. Look at the 3 players I've just mentioned. All talented in attacking areas, but all men. And that's not a disrespect to Luke Shaw saying he's not a man, but different. It's just a different style. And Mourinho doesn't know how to manage the new era player. That's the problem. I really don't know why he don't like Shaw. It's, like I said, it's the professionalism, but I don't get it now. He's been bitter since the Abramovich sack. Which one, the first or the second one? The first one, the first one or the second one? Here goes, the Wiki Tiki says it's understandable why he doesn't like Shaw, but the constant mentioning of him is too much. Yeah, it makes no sense. I don't get it. You know what I'm saying? Like I said afterwards, if you're still at the same club, cool. But 4 years on now. 4 years on, and I like Mourinho, but doing stuff like this is just so unneeded. I think Shaw is mentally weak, which is why he can't take criticism from managers. The reason he had a purple patch is because he's babied by Oli. I think Oli is definitely the best manager for him, because Mourinho had issues with Shaw. Poch had issues with Shaw when he was at Southampton. Van Gaal had issues with him. So that's 3 managers who have had issues with Luke Shaw. When Van Gaal and Mourinho were slating him, well, Maureen, as the Wiki Tiki said, he wasn't feeling it. What I would say about that is I wouldn't like it either. Would I go into my shell? Probably not. But then I'm older than Luke Shaw, so I'm from a different era and that. That being said, come to me. So yeah, I probably would kick off. I probably would. If I'm managing, you know what I'm saying? We're at the highest level. This is professional. You know the pressure I'm already under. You know the criticism I receive regardless from own fans, rival fans, pundits on TV. I need you to have my back. Say what you want to me privately. If I'm having a terrible game or my form is in the bin, criticize me. You get what I'm saying? Criticize me. Like, all you want privately. Also try and help me as well. So be constructive with the criticism. But once you start going public, yeah, I'm pissed too. You know what I'm saying? Don't criticize me publicly. And I'm like that in my life now, not as a professional footballer. So yeah, privately say what you want. Publicly, nah. And I understand that. But in Mourinho's defense, some players thrive from that. Some players, you need to get their back up. But again, this is an age thing. If he came out and criticized the Didier Drogba, for instance, I'm not sure if he did, but let's say he did, Drogba's probably going to take that better than a Luke Shaw. You know what I'm saying? We just live in a different era. You can't just be butchering your players and throwing them under the bus. What did he say at Spurs? Different managers, same players. Can't, like, what's that for confidence? Say that to us privately. Publicly, nah. I'm not having that. That is just me, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, that is just me. But yo, you lot, let's get the likes up on this video. Let's boost the likes. Oh shit, you just did. We're at 17. Let's get the likes up. Big up the Twitch gang as well. Make sure you follow us on there. Love to everybody who is locked in as well. Mr. H says, where is JV? Long time not seeing him in Python on here. He's just been mad busy. That's what it is. But salute to my brother JV. I'm going to let him know that you lot asking for him. You know what I'm saying? Actually, scrap that. You lot, I'm going to tell him, you lot getting his mentions. At JV89 is his underscore, and his Twitter is j.v.89, I believe. Go to his Twitter and Instagram and ask him to come back. Go get JV back in it. Tell him, yo, we need a guest appearance from you. You know, you busy, blah, 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 but we need you back. I miss JV too. That's my bro. But that's why I've not seen him on here, All Pie Radio. That's still my guy. That's still my brother. But he's just been mad busy. That's why you've not seen him. Ryan out here trolling. He says, Ollie is a world-class manager. Look how he's brought the best out. Sure. Yeah, fantastic. Jose didn't like Kaka. Did he not? What happened between Jose and Kaka? I didn't know that. What happened between those two? Big up, big bro. Salute to Rhino every time. Camus here says, ever since the second of Abramovich sacks, feels he lost his way. I actually used to respect him. I think before that, he was gone from 2010. He was on a downward spiral. From when he left Inter Milan and went to Real Madrid, yes, he still won trophies because Mourinho will still do that. He's still capable of winning your second-tier trophies. So your FA Cups, your Carabao Cups, your Europa Leagues. That is now Mourinho's level, and that is sad to say considering where he was at in 2010. If you would have told me 10 years on, he would have been sacked by Spurs, he would be managing Roma, I would have been like, no chance, because he was the man. From 2002 to 2010, prime Mourinho was the guy, innit? He was at Porto. He won the treble, I believe. I think he won the UEFA Cup, which is now the Europa League, the Portuguese League, and the Portuguese Cup. Yeah, I just broke up there. Sorry, my people. Sorry, people. I'll come back there. But yeah, Mourinho from 2002 to 2010 was a beast. Like I say, 2002, he won the Portuguese League, he won the Portuguese Cup, and he won the UEFA Cup. Followed that on. Not only did he win the league and the cup again, he won the Champions League. He then went to Chelsea, where he won back-to-back Premier Leagues. I believe he won an FA Cup, and I believe he won a League Cup while he was there as well. Maybe 2 League Cups. He might have done that. Look at what I'm talking about. So from 02 to 06, 07, look at the run he's been on. You know what I'm saying? Look at that run. And then 2010, he went to Inter Milan and won the treble. And Champions League, Serie A, and the Coppa Italia, I believe. Like, and then you're saying 10 years on, look at him now. 10 years on, he's managing Roma. He's managing Spurs. No disrespect, but when Mourinho got picked up by a club, he was going there to win the league. The aim was to win the league. The last time that happened, that was at Manchester United. His aim was to win the league. He's gone to Spurs. His aim wasn't to win the league. He's gone to Roma. His aim is not to win the league, which is sad. I always use the analogy of as a boxer who's fought on too long. And it's sad to see. Of course, Bambo, you'd be pissed. Of course. But it depends on your character. But that's what Mourinho having to know his squad. You can't treat everybody the same. It's not the same rule for all. That is the problem. Harris said he's jumping on soon. Yeah, big up Harris. Wiki Tiki says, I'm not saying that he shouldn't be pissed, but how Mourinho is, as the player of a major club like United, you should be used to being under fire. You have to persevere despite that. Here's the thing with that. I get that. You have to persevere because you have a job to do. That being said, in no other profession would that be accepted. In no other profession would that be accepted. Just because you're playing at the highest level in sport, whether it's football, whether it's cricket, whether it's basketball, whether it's tennis, boxing, does somebody like their coach, their manager just digging them out publicly? Privately dig me out, yes. There's got to be other ways to motivate me. You can't just be throwing players under the bus, and it didn't work for him at Manchester United. It didn't work for him at Spurs either. Do I believe it'll work for him at Roma? Maybe, depending on the type of player he decides to get. And I don't know. I really don't know. Yeah, Mourinho at his peak was the best manager in the world. Yeah. Luke Shaw is soft. Can't say I would say that there is some truth to that, definitely. I do. When Pochettino, Van Gaal, and Mourinho all have issues with you, yes, I would say so. I would say you are the problem, like to an extent, because they've all said that he's a bit soft. Jose is right. Jose is a winner. I won't go as far as to say he's right. Is he a winner? Yes, he does have that winning mentality, but there's a way to go about it, and he's going about it all the wrong way. And that's why he's not been successful. That's why he hasn't won a major trophy since 2015. So we're going on 6 years. This is why 11 years he's not been in a champion. He's not won a Champions League in 10 years. Last time he was in a semi-final was probably with Madrid. It's probably with Madrid the last time he won a final, I'm guessing. Someone let me know. He was in a semi-final, sorry. And that's probably what, 2014, 15? So you're talking almost half a decade that this guy hasn't delivered. And that is so unlike him because he used to be instant success at the highest level. That's where he used to be. But welcome into the show. My fellow co-host, the young OG, Malak Harris, is in the building. What are you telling me, fam?
Gang shit, my brother. You know what it is, people. It's what so Gucci out here, bro. Come on, the
Love that.
latest Man United stream in the world. You know the
Let's
vibes,
go,
people.
fam.
We're getting
Let's go.
active in this. We're getting active. It's not 2 a.m. We're getting active in this channel. You know what I'm trying to say. So,
Out here, man. How you doing first and foremost before we get into any football?
alhamdulillah, man's good, bro. I can't lie. I woke up late in it. The playoffs, bro. The playoffs got
No,
me
it's calm,
waking
man.
up. Playoffs
Happens.
got me. Players got me sleeping bare late now, bro. You know what I'm trying to say? My sleeping schedule is in the mud like Man United.
Yeah, it happens, fam. No stress, man. Do not worry about it. Don't worry about it. Just before we get your thoughts on the topic,
Oh,
bam,
one thing. Big
what,
up
fam?
the Twitch stream. Big up the people on the Twitch, man. Shout out to you, man, every single day. Shout out to the chat as well.
Big up. He was in a semi-final in 2012 when Chelsea won it. So that's what I'm saying. Like we're talking 9 years ago in that. So he's not what he was. Kind of Devil saying big up flawless. Bambo saying man
Big
like
up
Harris.
Bambo.
You know what I'm saying? It's all mad. But yeah, your thoughts, as you can see from the title, Luke Shaw versus Mourinho continues. So this, I can't say warring of words. That's how I word it. Warring of words continues. I don't know how much you've seen it. If you need me to read it out for you, I will. But what's your thoughts on it?
I've read some of the quotes here and there
Okay.
in it, like, but you see with Luke Shaw for me, and this is my problem. I've always said he's a good player, yeah, but I don't think his mentality is there. You know what I'm trying to say? Like the fact that Ole Gunnar Solskjaer is the reason why he's been playing well, because Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, in my opinion, bro, let's be real in it. He's a little man, bro. Like he's a little man coach in it. Yeah, he's an absolute he's an absolute he's a prick of a manager. He's just he's not got it in him. You know, he's not got that roughness in him. And people think, oh, he hasn't got a bit about him. And that's the problem with Luke Shaw as well, in my opinion. I feel like Luke Shaw is very passive, and I feel like if things aren't going his way, it just doesn't go his way. I don't think he's got in his own mentality to take shit and just lift. Like the thing is, it sounds bare weird because he's had a very, very good season though this season, and like I've liked Luke Shaw this season. He's been going forward. But every time I watched him last season, bro, man, the problem was we needed a new left back. We needed a new left back because of the way he was performing. Now, this brother's definitely got some mentality issue, man, because he's like, you see, with Mourinho, I see where he was coming from. Mourinho was trying to he was trying to build him as a player, in it, yeah. But Luke Shaw is very fragile. I think Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, he just knows how to push the right buttons and get the best out of him, but if it takes Ole Gunnar Solskjaer to get the best out of you as a manager, when elite coaches like Conte come, for example, or Zidane, they're not going to be having this bullshit. You know what I'm trying to say? And
Right.
you might not be playing your best football, but bro, a player like Luke Shaw should go to a team where there's no expectation. Then you know what I'm trying to say? Because as Man United, you're going to get criticized all the time. Like it's not good. This is the thing. I still think Luke Shaw needs to improve his mentality as a player, bro. If this brother really wants to win, he can't do this. He can't do this little man thing, bro. Saying, "Oh yeah, Mourinho, bro." Like, obviously, I hear what Mourinho done. I hear Mourinho is done out, bro. I can't lie. Mourinho is actually done out. But my biggest concern with Luke Shaw is that if we get a new manager, will his performances get shitter because he doesn't like the new manager? You know what I'm trying to say? Because the new manager's hunger to win may, like, bro, you know, the new manager, he may have such a high requirement of winning that it might be too much for Luke Shaw, bro. And this is the problem at the end of the day. Like, it took him Alex Telles and Brandon Williams to pick up his form. Like, that tells you something. Alex Telles, fair enough, innit? And it's like, if Luke Shaw gets too comfortable, it's not good news for him. Like, isn't that a bit concerning for you, Flawless?
Yes, his mentality. You made a great point there that no one's brought up, including myself, in terms of it takes competition to get the best out of him, which lets you know he gets comfortable very quickly. It took Brandon Williams for his form to go up, and it took someone like a serious competitor like Telles to come in, who might take his shirt, for him to improve his form. So yes, but some people do need that. So that's why I won't fully criticize him. Some people need a rocket up their ass, literally, to like, all right, my shirt, I might lose my place in the squad, well, in the starting 11. So that's what I would say. You know what I'm saying? And that, here we go. Camus here says, not sure how to look at it because I've never heard people like Eto'o or Drogba ever complain about his management techniques, even after being criticized publicly. That's because, like I was saying before, they could take it, but it was a different era. You're dealing with a whole different society. Never mind just in football. You're dealing with different players. Players don't take well to public criticism now. Back then, from, like I said, when Mourinho is in his pomp in the early 2000s, it was fine. It was fine. It was more known. Like I said, I don't personally agree with it. I don't think you should criticize your players publicly like that. Privately, yes. Slaughter them if needs to be. But we seen, what's it called? We seen Fergie speak. Well, we seen Rooney speak about it and how Fergie would have a go at him because he knows Nani wouldn't react right. So he'd have a go at Rooney to get the best out of Nani, and that's how management you have to earn. Maybe Harris would not do well. Maybe Harris would not respond well to criticism. I might. So you can't treat us the same. You get what I'm saying? I might be playing poorly and criticizing me works publicly, but then Harris criticizing him publicly might not work. Same way, putting an arm around my shoulder might not work, but putting an arm around Harris might, and vice versa. So you never know. It's not one rule fit. It's not one size fits all. It's not one rule for all. You have to do it based on the personality, and more so, the personalities don't take well to that now. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
They really don't. Yeah, they're just different. Yeah, they're just from different eras. Wiki Tiki here also says that's what I mean. Shaw should have gone from the second he turned up to the club overweight. He's too complacent, been there too long. He is complacent, yes.
And that's not good enough.
He has been complacent.
You know, when you're too complacent, it means that the thing is, and I think this is, you know, why I also think Shaw's like form dropped towards the end of the season. I feel like he believed that. What was I gonna say? He was performing at such a good level, that he was just undroppable, wasn't it? You know what I'm trying to say? And Ollie has done that to him. Like, we got quality left back, but Ollie's made it so Shaw is undroppable now. Like, this is where Ollie's man management is shit, bro. Because I said Alex Telles should have played a lot more games. People were like, oh yeah, but Luke Shaw was playing so well. But it's like I was like, bro, you've got a squad, utilize it. You know what I'm trying to say? Even if I was like, sometimes, if a player's playing so well, you might want him to keep him for an important game, have his legs a lot more fresh. It's not always just play them when they're playing well. Like, you know, playing one match is not gonna get the form out of the way. It won't. But shout out Eddie, man, you're a real one, bro. Always holding it down on the chat, bro. Shout out.
Yeah, man, large up Ellie says, what's on my killers? Got this on at work. Shout out to Harris and Flawless. Big up Eddie, man, over there at work, over the stateside and that. I'm not sure if he's on the west or the east coast. So I'm not sure at the time, but big up Peter as well, because I think he's locked in as well, listening from work. So big up to everyone who's locked in. Davey Fisher here says it shows you how bad he was playing when Brandon Williams put him out of the team. That is a fact. That is 100% facts. Yes. And a question for you, Harris, from Ryan. He said, Harris, did you watch Love Island last night?
Bro, I'm never watching that, Ryan.
There you go, Ryan.
If I start watching that, my brain will just get fried, bro. I can't watch that shit, man.
There you go. Eddie also says, Shaw, lucky, Jose more hated. I feel like this doesn't fly anywhere else. It just makes sense to me. This is the strangest war of words ever. Like, clearly something else happened when Mourinho does a book or Shaw does a book. When either of them write a book or one of them or both of them, I could see this story being told more. This story could definitely be told more, 100%. Like, I could see it happening. Like, there's more to this. Something happened between these two. For this to go on for this long, Mourinho's not managed since 2017 at Manchester United. 4 years on, and these men are still trading words. And Shaw's clapping back, saying I live in his head rent free, basically. It don't make any sense.
But you know, it's not even that. And you see, this is the thing. With Shaw, he's clapping back and everything, yeah. But it's like, with the manager, like, let's be real, yeah. The Europa League final, would you say Shaw was instrumental to us winning that? Was he essential to us winning? Bro, we won it without him. You know
Yeah, I don't think he played. Yeah, he didn't play.
that
You're right.
2017 one, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The Carabao Cup, I actually don't remember. Like, I actually don't remember if he played that final.
Yeah, I'll check now. What is it?
Hold on, check
Keep going,
it
bro.
out, because
Yeah,
bro,
keep going.
no, but it's like, this is the thing for me. It's like, sure, you haven't the biggest trophy Man United have won since post Fergie is the Europa League, and you weren't influential to that. Darmian played left back. He played left back and won that competition. Yeah. Bro, this Europa League final, yeah, was the one where you're the main left back. Bro, you weren't there, bro. And this is what I'm thinking. In the higher stages in that, yeah, or like cup competitions, I don't know why I'm going for sure because of his mentality. It's a concerning thing. Like, pressure is not his. Like, you know what? Let's see how he does in England today. Let's actually see how he does. This will be.
He didn't play in the Carabao Cup actually.
He didn't play in the Carabao Cup final.
No, he didn't.
That's two
No,
trophies he's not there for. I'd be shocked if I'm pretty sure he played the FA Cup final in 2015 though.
he probably did. Let me check. You did be playing in 2015. But that's
Uh,
before Mourinho anyway. That's before Mourinho.
yeah, but I'd be shocked if he did because because you didn't.
Yeah, and you lot continue to get your Manchester United questions in as well. Declan here says this is to you. I'll answer too, but I'll let you go first. He says, Harris, do you think Pogba is staying?
So basically, this is my take on this. Yeah, I personally think Pogba will stay this season and he'll go on a free or something like this. Oh my gosh, Shaw didn't even play in the FA Cup final. You know,
He might have been injured still. Because he did get injured on the Van Gaal. And we won the FA Cup on the Van Gaal.
Yeah, shit. He didn't. That's all three trophies he wasn't actually there for. Then
Mad.
I'm
sure he played. He would have played some parts, surely.
No, he didn't. He wasn't even in the squad that day. Rojo played left back.
Nah, I'm saying not in the final. I'm talking about on the run to the final.
Yeah, on the run, innit? On the run,
Yeah.
I hear what you're saying, innit? But yeah, like, he probably played somewhere else in that, but still, you weren't there for the trophy lifting.
Bambo here says, "Oh yeah, I'll answer this."
Oh yeah, the Pogba question.
Yeah, you answer the question. Do you think Pogba's staying?
Pogba will stay this whole season. I don't know why he'll probably stay, and then next season he'll probably go. He'll probably do that David Alaba thing, just leave on January, like sign with the club in January or something. Because I can't see Pogba staying, bro. It's sad, yeah, but I don't think Pogba will stay when the new manager comes in, bro. That's the sad thing. That ultimately makes some new managers' jobs harder. But then you can also blame the fan base for not letting the new manager come in while Pogba's here. You know what I'm trying to say? So this is what I'm saying. So it's like Pogba will go, and if he goes on a free, it'll be the worst thing ever. But if I was Pogba, like if you could keep Pogba, I'd try get him to sign a 1-year extension if you could.
Yeah, I hear that, fam. I hear what you're saying. Harris, do I think Pogba's staying? I don't know. I legit don't know with this football club. Normally, I can bring logic and bring reasoning. I don't know if he's staying. Same way, I don't know if Sancho's signing. I don't know which we're going to get into. I have no idea. I don't know anymore with this club. I don't know what one.
It's drained us.
Harris would say, "Well, go on for that," because I don't know, because you know what I'm saying. I'm legit. It has drained us. I don't know anymore. My head's frazzled. You know what I'm saying. I'm just befuddled by this entire football club. Would you sell Shaw if Man United get a new manager? No, I wouldn't sell him because I like him and Telles at left back. I like those two like competing for them spots. So no, I wouldn't sell him. Go on.
I can't lie. If we do get a new manager, I can see. It depends, innit? It depends on how they react to Shaw, but I could see Telles getting more minutes and them building a better system. So it's like, because people say, "Oh, Telles ain't that good defensively." He's not better than Shaw defensively, but he does the job. You know what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I've not seen him play bad defensively like that. Like every time I've seen him, he's been positive. Like I've liked him. I don't remember him playing. The only one where I didn't
is like Jared Bowen that spun him in it, but that was about it, and it happens.
That's what I'm saying. It happens. Everyone gets spun. We've seen Diaz get spun, and he's one of the in his Euros, and he's one of the best centre backs in the Premier League. He was the best centre back this past season. So it happens in that. We've seen Varane make a mistake yesterday. Like we've seen Kimpembe make a mistake. Like these things happen. You know what I'm saying?
You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
You see, Ryan, question for you from Ryan. He says, Harry's thoughts on Bruno's dead performances.
Me and Ryan, we had a conversation. I don't know if you remember this. Yeah, we
Go
had
on.
a conversation about something like this time ago. Salah's greatest ever scoring season, the 32-goal season. Liverpool won no trophies that season. You know what I'm trying to say? Yeah,
Mad, I didn't know that.
they won no trophies. When he done that 32, they won nothing. Fuck all.
Crazy.
And that's his best goal scoring ever season. You know what I'm trying to say?
That's
Yeah,
nuts.
he just won the golden boot and that was it. The season after, his goals were a lot less and they won the Champions League, I think, or something like that. But that's what I'm saying with Bruno. Bruno, I said this on, I think I said it, scores 2 goals against Israel. Yeah, does his thing. Is like, fuck it, I'm out. That's it. I've done my job. Like the Euros, this is a time for him to step up, and this is a time for him to prove haters wrong. I spoke to a Porto fan on Clubhouse time back, and he was telling me that Bruno didn't even step up in the big games in Portugal. So that should have told you something. You know what I'm trying to say? Like he never used to step up. Like but obviously don't hold me to that because that was just word of mouth type thing. But I haven't actually seen the facts. But Bruno, bro, this is what I'm saying. This is what Bruno has done. He saved our fan base in a time of need, in a time of low, because we lost to Burnley 2-0 and he got us top four. And I'm not gonna lie, Ryan. His stats back, like his stats were calm in it. Like people were loving how he's getting a goal or an assist every single game. But we won no trophies that season. You know what I'm trying to say? But I was happy because all I wanted was top four. I'm pretty sure Flawless wanted top four that season as well. That 2019-20 season, yeah. The season after, I was like, nah, we have to win a trophy at all costs. It doesn't matter. Like we
Hey,
have to win one. And we didn't win one this season. And it's like what Bruno's done is like, bro, you come through clutch against West Brom and that. I hear that. But bro, when it actually comes to crunch time, you ain't there. And I was hearing this brother for Ballon d'Or shouts. The next thing since Cantona. The best signing since Van Persie.
I think we spoke on it the last episode, I believe, talking about Bruno and how, yes, he's not that level. And because United have been so starved of success, we need a talisman in it. We're like Newcastle, for those that know. We need a Messiah. You know what I'm saying? Shout out
Man,
Newcastle United, but we need a Messiah type of thing. That's what it is, fam. Like, we are just that desperate for something because we're just lacking success. So we're desperate for a Cantona S player to come in and have the impact that a Cantona had, have an impact that a Van Persie had. I say this all the time. Bruno was poor for Portugal. Like I say that. Players have poor tournaments. We've seen Mbappe go out yesterday. Poor tournament. That doesn't take away from Bruno or Mbappe for me. Mbappe is still a quality baller. Bruno, to me, is still good. The problem, again, is that because people overrate Bruno, it forces people to double down
yeah,
on the
that's what
criticism
I'm saying.
and call him overrated. Because I think he's overrated by a section of our fan base. But just because I think he's overrated doesn't mean I don't rate him. You know what I'm saying? As soon as people say overrated, they think, oh, you don't rate him. No, I think he's a good player. And I think he could be
Exactly.
a very good player. But he's not world class. No, I don't think he's top class.
Yeah,
But that doesn't mean I don't think that doesn't mean I think he's a bad player. Not in I think the criticism sometimes is over the top of him. Go on, fam.
like for me, I think you see with these Bruno conversations and shit, he gets put in conversations he shouldn't be in, and that's the problem because of his stats. And you see, this is why people need stats. Yeah, a player could do like look at bro, for example, yeah, obviously, look at Russell Westbrook. Yeah, he's averaged like triple doubles. Like he's got the most triple doubles in the whole of NBA history. I think. Yeah, literally in all of NBA. But he's never won the championship. It's like stats need to be meaningful at the end of the day. You can't have empty stats and not back it up. You can't.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. It's like this is the thing, and it's like people are calling Bruno a savior, this, and that. Well, if he's a savior, he can bail you out of a game like that. You know what I'm trying to say? But people have some sentiment attached to him and can't see the player from the performance. The overall player, he's basically become Man United's franchise player. Like you can't criticize him no more. And Ryan, what I will say is that unfortunately, I think Bruno's a very good player. But when it hit me hard, innit? I had to understand clearly that Bruno's level was not that. Like, I don't want to believe it at first. I thought, nah, bro, this player can amount to greater. But no, Bruno is at a level, and that's it. His level was to take teams. If you know how there's quick fix managers, yeah, Bruno is literally a quick fix player. Bring your team to top four, but then after winning trophies and that will be harder. The managers that come in like Rafa Benitez will steady the ship. You know what I'm trying to say? Get you to top four, maybe win you a trophy. That's what Bruno is as a player. Like, steadies the ship, and the ship is now steady, and we need to reach another level. Like, thank you, Bruno, for what you've done, but there's another level to go up, and the level is to win a flipping trophy, man. I've had no trophies for 4 years. Us and Tottenham in the last 3 years have not won trophies, and that's flipping embarrassing.
Yeah. You don't need to remind me about that, fam. It's peak still. You know what I'm saying?
It's
It's kind
actually
of
peak.
large up everyone who is locked in as well. Big up to Thames Baller who says big up Flawless and Harris. Big up to Thames Baller. Bambo says, would you sell Bruno? No, I wouldn't sell Bruno.
I
No,
wouldn't.
I wouldn't sell. Thames Baller says, I do think Bruno tries his hardest to create. Yes, he does. He does. His game is very much volume, but again, that's on the style because he's our number 10, and I don't think he's a 10. I think the creative burden should be shared, and that's why you've seen a better Bruno when Pogba was playing wide left, because Pogba is a creative outlet. Like when you have Rashford and Greenwood, they both want to cut in and shoot. And again, that's not a criticism because I rate them both highly. What I'm saying is they both want to do that, whereas Pogba will look to link up and play 1-2s. This is why I want Sancho, because Sancho is in that mode where not only does he score goals, he's also a creator as well. And you need a mix of things. You want goal scoring wingers, you want creative wingers as well. You want a mix of the two. And that's what we need, is different options. Like, that's what City have. They have multiple options in those attacking positions. So when it's not working, they can change it. So that's what it is. Dupe says Bruno gets slandered unfairly. I think, again, Dupe, it depends on who you are talking to. Because I think some of the slander of him is unfair. But then I think some of it's justified. But then I think some of the praise is justified. But then I think some of the praise is over the top. It's all about context. That's what it is. But Bambo also asked, do I believe we can be successful with Bruno? Yes. But it's not on flawless slander in Newcastle. That was even a shot. Yes, make sure you like the stream if you haven't. Please make sure you do that.
Get us to
Please make sure you
3K
do
subs,
that.
people. Like, if you're not subscribed, please subscribe in it. Get us to 3K
Yes.
subs. We're trying to have a party, man. Shout out to Flawless for his work rate, NBA streams, watch alongs, bro. This brother's got clones, but he's out here every single day, every single night grinding. You know what I'm trying to say? So subscribe. Get this shit to 3K. We gonna make it soon.
Yeah, man, 100%.
Oh, you know one thing I want to say about Bruno. Do you also think it's a case where the teams have clocked onto his style of play and know how to counter him? Because at the start of the season, like, he's a new player. You don't obviously know that much about him, but then obviously as a player plays more and more and more, you actually know how to stop his game and everything and frustrate that player. Because Bruno's one of them players that can get easily frustrated as well. Like, that's another thing.
I think, yes, that has come into it, because you're now a marked man. You're now targeted. You know what I'm saying? And not unfairly. That's the respect that opposition's going to give you. We've seen it with Mbappe in this tournament. I said that. As soon as Mbappe, there was 3 times Mbappe got the ball in the first 10 minutes. And instantly there was 3-4 man around him. Each time, it was a minimum of 2 guys. 3 times he got the ball, because you're now a target. Teams are now setting up to stop you. You're now, in the opposition team talk, you're now being mentioned. All right, how do we stop Mbappe? And if it's Manchester United, how do we stop Bruno? How do we stop Pogba? You're now being targeted. And that's where the good and the great, that's the difference between good and great and elite. Because the elite players will now find a way to work that around. You think Messi and Ronaldo haven't had plans devised to stop him? Of course they have.
Exactly.
We've seen Ronaldo, we've seen the likes of Ronaldo and Messi get marked. Whereas, like, the opposition has stuck a player on them to mark them for the whole game. But they've worked a way around it. You know what I'm saying? Because they're used to that now. But that's what Mbappe has to do now. That's what Bruno has to do. We've seen it against Leeds with Calvin Phillips. His job was to stop Bruno, and he did it very successfully. We've seen it when Mourinho was at Manchester United, and he made Herrera do a job on Hazard. Like, that's where the difference is between the good and the great. Like, that's what you need to do. And Ryan's in the chat. It'll be the same for Salah as well. He'll get plans devised against him now. So it's like you have to alter your game because you're now targeted. And it's a respect thing as well. That's a respect to Bruno, because they know if you give him time and space, he'll hurt you. That's a respect to a Pogba. That's a respect to Ronaldo, Messi, Hazard, all of these players. Terrible players ain't getting marked. You know what I'm saying? If they don't see you as a threat, you're not being marked, innit? They're not devising a plan specifically for you. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I would say about that. And Easy makes this is a great question. You can answer first, Harris. He says, do you think the feeling around your team would be different if you won the Europa? Honestly asking, like, winning that trophy would really matter to United fans. I think this is in depth. I got a few answers for this, but I'll let you go first, Harris.
This is what I personally think. And you see, I remember because I was in like talking to a lot of people. They were like, this is a game that will change everything. For example, this is a game that will help us boost and might help us be on to better things and everything. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, and now I see like Man United, and it's like we lost that final. Yeah, the whole situation's different, bro. Like literally different. Like the fans, some of the fans are still backing that pagan, bro. Like it's actually disgraceful, fam. Brother has just lost the Europa League final, and me and Flawless, we done this time back, yeah, when I first started doing.
Yeah, no stress. You guys say I'll go on this. So yeah, you back, Harris?
Yeah,
Go
yeah,
on,
I'm
fam.
back. No, when we first doing the ManDem United, yeah, we compared and this is before we got to the final as well. The 2017 squad with the 2021 squad, and the 2021 squad was clear, and you still couldn't win it. Like it is disgraceful, and fans still back that. And I came to an overall conclusion. United fans don't have, not all of them, but some of them don't have that desire to win no more like that. United is just a family day out to the pub, not to the pub, just a family day out, a reason to get drunk with the lads. Like there's no desire to win, no hunger like that. They say they do, but they don't mean it. Because if they really meant it right now, yeah, the Glazers would have their ass cooked. The fact that the Glazers can just win over fans by signing Sancho tells you everything. And then the fans are back to buying his shirt. It's really heartbreaking, bro, when I listen to this shit, fam. Like, and this is why I say we didn't win that trophy. And it's actually concerning me now because I'm thinking, yeah, next season, Bruno and Pogba have just got out of the round of 16. Is this a good way to start their season next season, bro? You know what
But
I'm
they get
trying to say?
rest. They're getting rest now, which is
They
needed.
get
Our players
rest.
need rest. Our players
But
need rest. Yes,
you know when your players are coming into the tournament, like coming off a tournament on a high, you know what I'm trying to say, and
I get you.
they got
Mhm.
knocked out so early. If they got
Right.
knocked out semis or something like that, different story. But this early is a bit mad in it to Switzerland. That's what I'm like shit, man. These men got knocked out kind of early, so it's one of them ones there. But no, man, it's like yes, I would say to you, Easy, that winning the Europa League wouldn't matter because I said to Flawless it would have been a kickstarter and put a mentality in the players. A player like Greenwood, I think it's sad here, but you know this stat: Greenwood is the longest academy player to not win a trophy. Like that's
That's peak. Yeah, I hear
you
you,
see
fam.
what I'm
Yeah,
saying. And people like trophies
yeah.
don't matter. The trophies from a young age put a mentality in a player. People, and you don't
Mm.
win one for long enough. I'm telling you, bro, it makes the difference.
Yeah,
But
I hear
then
that.
again, yeah, go on.
Nah, go on, fam. Finish your point in it because this is a deep question. But before you continue, yes, we are doing a watch along for the England Germany game. Come on, people. This is Sarcasm City TV. Of course, we're doing a watch along for England Germany. Check out the
Mm.
upcoming live.
Yep, Flawless is frozen, but yeah, they got.
Yeah, my connection went. Yeah. But as we were saying, of course, we're doing a watch along. It will start at 4:30 p.m. People. That's why ManDem United got moved to 3 p.m. So yes, 4:30 p.m. The England Germany watch along will start. Go on, Harris. Continue.
No, but you see with Greenwood, even that final, Ollie took him off. Yeah, so it's like it's not even his fault. Like he was probably the best forward that day. Ollie, him or Cavani, one of them. Yeah, but Ollie took him off and kept on Rashford. It's like nah, fam, that was some little man thing by Ollie right then and there. But it is what it is, I guess.
Is to answer this, do you feel that? Do you mean, do you, right, easy, you didn't help me with this question with the word in the list. Do you think the feeling around your team will be different if you won the Europa? So I'll answer that part first. It could be. I say this all the time. Winning trophies can help you so much in terms of mentality. It can give you that it can give you that confidence to kick on. You know what I'm saying? And that it can give you that confidence, like, okay, we can go on and win bigger trophies now. We won the Europa League. Maybe next year we go and win the FA Cup. And then the year after that, we challenge for the Premier League. And then the year after that, we win the Premier League. And then we can go and challenge and compete in the Champions League and we get to a quarterfinals. Then the year after that, we get to a semis and then maybe a final. So it can. There's a reason why Mourinho and Pep, when they came over here, targeted the League Cup. There's a reason they target the League Cup because winning can breed winning. Success can breed success. We talk a lot about mentality, and that can breed a winning mentality. All right, I've won this. I want more. It can give you a thirst for more, and it can give you belief as well. So yeah, it could have been. I don't know if it does. If it is a catalyst for us, I'm not sure. But would winning the trophy mean to matter to United fans? 100% it would have. Right? It would have. It would have mattered. I can only speak for me. It would have mattered because I want my team to win every trophy we're in. Of course, you target different things in its priorities. Obviously, Premier League and Champions League are the big two. Then it's FA Cup. Then
Bro,
it's But I wouldn't turn my nose up at a League Cup or a FA Cup. Even if we're even under Fergie when United were challenging for the big trophies, I still want United to win those trophies. I never turn my nose up at any 4 trophies. Champions League, Premier League, FA Cup, League Cup. No. I don't care if you're Manchester City where you've been successful and won 4 Premier Leagues in the last 5 years, or you're Manchester United who are struggling to win trophies. You want to win trophies. That's what you're competing for. So that's what I would say about that. Could it have made a difference? Yes, but I think him winning the Europa League, and this is probably going to sound controversial, him winning that probably does more harm than it does good, because then it gives him more time. Now I think Ollie's at this stage now. He shouldn't be the manager anyway. He should have been sacked afterwards, as somebody stated. He should have been sacked after that, because any serious club sacks him already. But after that Europa League and the manner in which we lost and the decisions he made during that, he should have been sacked. But it gives him more time if we win that. Now he has a leg to stand on. Now all the inners have something to, he won the Europa League. We can build on this. Maybe we're building something. We can do some hope. But now all that hope is gone. So I'm hoping that if he's not, the only silver lining to the season, this next season, if he's not successful and we don't finish in the top 4, he will get sacked. That's a gold lining to me.
I hear what you're saying, but you know why else I wanted to win a trophy? Because I hadn't seen us
Easy,
win a
it's
trophy.
calm, no stress, easy. It's calm. It's calm.
It's calm, easy. Shout out to you, you're a real one out here. I haven't seen my team win a trophy for 4 years. I could have had a new lock screen by now. You know what I'm trying to say? Someone like Pogba or Bruno holding the Europa League. Man never got that opportunity. So yeah, man, Ollie tax is the heftiest tax in the world, bro.
Facts. It is. Facts. Thames Baller here says, I feel bad for Bruno in a way because he must have enjoyed life in Portugal and dreamed of playing for United. He probably found out how badly we're running the first couple of months. Yeah, of course. It hit him. It hit everybody. Go on.
That is true, but I think Bruno, one thing with him is his egos have got to him a bit now because of this GA thing, Cantona thing. Like, I think he started believing in his own gas a bit too much. Do you know what I'm trying to say, Flawless? Because sometimes he comes out and it's like this brother thinks he's a player manager, bro. Like, you know what I'm trying to say? Like, telling that's like he comes out. I like his mentality in that, but it's like, bro, this player's talking like he's won trophies for the club and he can speak like this, bro. You ain't won a trophy for the club yet. Like, act like you got trophies and not. Act like this when you win trophies, in it. Don't go around just speaking all this shit and just act, because I hear that you've come into the club and made a difference, but the big difference for me is trophies. Trophies matter, like that Drake too.
Yeah, trophies do matter. You are spot on, fam. Trophies 100% matter. Bambo here says, why do you think the standards of United have dropped? I think the standards have dropped simply because our managers have got worse, our players have got worse, and we haven't been successful. Naturally, standards drop. And you have to build yourself back up. You don't go from point C straight back to point A. You got to go to point B in between. So United were at A level, and then they've dropped down and dropped down to whatever letter you think they're at. So let's say they're at E. You don't just go from E to A. It's building. So even though you might not be happy at D or C, it's still an improvement from E. So it's a build-up now. So you have to build yourself back up and build yourself back up. We've seen Klopp do it at Liverpool. He went in. They were whatever level you think they were at. And slowly he built them up. He made it to 3-4 finals. You know what I'm saying? Before they actually won a final. Like, he's building them up. He's building his squad. And eventually, when he got to level A, they won a Premier League and a Champions League in back-to-back seasons. But so that's how you have to look at it.
Let me land. Do you know why the flipping standards have dropped? Because of that prick, the Glazer Gunnar Solskjaer, bro. That's who, man. You know what I'm trying to say? Glazer Gunnar Solskjaer. That's who it is, man. That absolute prick, has pulled on this DNA shit, He's getting his wage. He's smiling, the Frodo-looking ass. You know what I'm trying to say? Like, bro, this brother he's been stealing fans' hearts, convincing them there's a process, convincing them there's an end goal. You don't know what you're doing. 100 minutes to make a sub. Then you tell the fans to back the Glazers. What owner tells you to back the Glazers? You're happy to be here. You probably don't care you lost the trophy because you know a new contract's incoming, bro. Like, that's the worst thing, man. Ole Gunnar Solskjaer, Ole Glazer Solskjaer, bro. This absolute prick, this absolute pagan of a manager is the reason why the standards have dropped. Because fans can't see past the manager and the player. They can't see past what he's done. He won us a Champions League, but where was he to win the Europa League? He was nowhere, bro. That's what I'm saying. Man couldn't score the tap-in for the Europa League. They called him a super sub and he doesn't know how to make a sub. Like, well, tell me how that makes sense. This pagan out here hoodwinking all these fans into thinking he's a good manager. He's got tactics. When people say Ollie's got tactics, it's like, okay, yeah, but they're shit. So it doesn't matter. Your point doesn't stand.
I hear
They're
that.
like, why do fans say Ollie's not got a style of play or a pattern of play? Then, yeah, you know what it is? I feel so. You know them brothers that go do breakdown analyses on Ollie's tactics. It's like, Ollie probably doesn't do that on his own tactics. So why are you out here doing that, bruv? You know what I'm trying to say? These man literally go in on it. Yeah, I'm like, this manager doesn't even do the coaching. He's a vibes manager. Literally, he came out and said, I don't do the coaching. Then what the fuck are you doing then, bruv? You know what I'm trying to say? If you ain't doing the business, like, they'll piss off, bro. And you know what is? He talks about how much he loves the club. If you love the club, you leave because you've dropped the standards. United fans don't want to win no more. Chelsea fans are telling me I don't think United fans have got that hunger to win.
No, I hear that, fam. I hear what you're saying. See, he's got tactics, but they're not good whatsoever. Keep Ollie, get Southgate as your manager. All right, you trolling out here. Southgate playing a back seven. Let's go to that because that's what you lot I put in the comments. So I'm gonna go to the chat where we at. Boom. Prince Teddy says, so this is the German 11, Neuer in goal, Ginter, Rudiger, Hummels, Kimmich, Gossens, Goretzka, Cruz, Muller, Werner. So Werner's on the pitch. Werner gonna score. I'm telling you now. Werner gonna score. England team, big up Prince Teddy, Pickford, Walker, Maguire, Stones, Trippier, Shaw, Rice, Phillips, Saka, Sterling, Kane. So he's matched him, which I think is correct. Grealish should have played. Yeah, I would have played Grealish. Minus that, I'm glad Saka and Sterling both keep their places because it's deserved. It's deserved. Rice and Philip, yeah, England gonna get moved to, but that will start in about 25 minutes. That people, but obviously this is ManDem United. Genuinely, what would you say Ollie's style of play is? Cardio and vibes. Cardio and vibes. Keenan says, just joined in. Big up the boys. Love all round. Cold in Cape Town. Yo, big up to you, Keenan. It's nice over here. That's the mad thing. Yes, he's playing a back three. So it's a back three centre backs with wing backs, and he's got Calvin Phillips and Rice in front of it. Yes, he has. Ryan out here trolling says Ollie has bred a winning mentality into United. I don't see that whatsoever.
Ryan, take him, bro.
You have him at your club, fam. You know what I'm saying? You have him at your club because I am not involved. I'm not having it. You know what I'm saying? Ryan always out here trolling. Always out here trolling. Hey, you lot get the likes up as well. We've just gone over 30, so we're at 31 likes. Let's push that up, please, whether you're watching this live or watching this back. And subscribe to the channel, Sarcasm City TV. It's road to 3K. It's road to 3K. So make sure, you know what I'm saying, and that you subscribe if you are new. Where else are we at? Let's get to the rest of the questions. Get the likes up, people, as Chris Teddy says. Yes.
Exactly.
Yeah. Who has been Man United's best player this season? I'll let you answer that first from Bama.
None of them have been the best player this season because they all bottled a flipping trophy. None of them deserve to be best player this season. We don't do these accolades. If you don't win the flipping trophies, you ain't getting none of these accolades, bro. So all of these man can piss off. Like, literally all of them. Second place ain't a trophy for me.
Wow. You saying it all, fam? You saying it all? 1 sec. I'm just trying to figure something out on here. Bear with me and that. Bear with me. Because saying it's just hella confusing on the YouTube. But we out here, people. See that? I'm working while I'm working, people. You know what I'm saying? Working while I'm working. It's not updated. Okay. When was this? Seen. My think. Okay. Let me get to the rest of the comments and that. Yeah, I don't know who you get. I'm saying who was our best player. No one really stood out. Probably sure. Pogba started off poor and then was good. But yeah, like Harry said, nobody particularly stood out. There was no one who I look at and go, "Oh my God, what a player he was this season." He was incredible. Ab says, "Big up FC Flawless." Kind of Devil says, "Shaw or Flawless." I mean, Shaw or Flawless. Shaw or Pogba, probably. You know what I'm saying? And probably that. Ryan out here still trolling. What are your thoughts on Jamaica trying to get Greenwood? Makes sense. That's what Caribbean nations and African nations should do. Try and get these better players from Europe. Why would you not? Imagine, I'd be gassed if Greenwood played for Jamaica. Gassed. But yes, all the Caribbean nations, all these African nations definitely should try and get these players. It might not work, but you should try. Would you say it's the system or he just doesn't want to be there? Who are you talking about, Easy? Who are you talking about? Shaw cost 30 million at 18. That's a fair point, K Show. Notorious at 30 says, Flores, did you see that Keane and Neville were blaming Pogba for yesterday? No, but that's just idiotic. That's just idiotic. Them might just have an agenda. That's an agenda. They might just wanted to blame him. If you blame Pogba for yesterday, it's mad. Get me. Lloris was good. Kimpembe and Varane. were both poor. Both centre-backs poor. Pavard was poor. Rabiot was average. Kante was decent. Mbappe was poor. Griezmann was non-existent. So who played better than him? You could argue Benzema, Lloris. That's it. They're the two you could argue. He was clearly top 3 players for France. Top 2 in terms of outfield players. And that. Clearly. Top 2 outfield players. Like, clearly. So, yeah, that's what I would say to that. Yeah, like, they just have it. That's just an agenda. He wasn't at fault. Like, we're going to get to it, and that is mad. He wasn't, like, because it's mad. If you could tell one player from Man U, who would it be? Probably Dan James. Hasib here. See, this is the reactionary stuff I'm talking about. Do you still want Varane? He was shit last night. He wasn't shit. He made one mistake for the goal. As we've seen Kimpembe make a mistake. We've seen Pogba, make a mistake. We've seen Mbappe miss a couple good chances, and that these things happen. So, yes, I still want Varane. He wasn't shit last night. He wasn't good, but he wasn't shit. He was at fault for, I think it was the Swiss second goal. But these things happen. If that's the case, you wouldn't want Diaz at Manchester United, no, because he made mistakes in this tournament. This is what I'm talking about. Hella overreactionary in that. Varane's still and he still improves our defense too. He still improves our defense. Varane is definitely not overrated. Yeah, he lost the ball. It happens. There's still a whole defense behind him. Should he have lost the ball? No. But should Kimpembe do better? Yes. If Kimpembe does what he's supposed to do, we're not talking about that. So, yeah, I think you lot are crazy. Varane improves us. Yes, I know Rance doesn't rate him either, and we've had a conversation about this. He's saying he wouldn't take, but I'm taking Varane 100%. I'm taking him 100%. He improves our defense, Varane, and he's our best defender by a country mile. So, yeah, hey, we just had a load of people join. You lot make sure you get the likes up, man. Let's get the likes up quick before we go out. 37, and subscribe to the channel if you are new. Ramos at Man U is a shout. He brings personality and will tell Ollie to F off. Here's the thing with that. What's it called? He's Ryan out here talking ish. You never seen Varane play like that. So I don't know what you're talking about. You know what I'm saying? Varane was there 10 years ago. So how are you telling me about a guy you've never seen? He was 11. So how are you telling me? He was 11, 12, 13, 14. How are you telling me about Varane? Ramos at Man U is a shout. He brings personality. I wouldn't run Ramos next to Maguire just because of our pace thing. But if, what's it called? If he came in, I wouldn't complain. I'm saying, yeah, Ramos wouldn't be the same without Varane next to him. Don't know why it's all Ramos, like, yeah, you lot are tripping. I told you Flawless Kimpembe is the French Phil Jones. He was poor yesterday, but I do rate Kimpembe. I see on London says, Flawless, if Germany go out, England's best chance of winning, plus no winner from Group F. Yes, if Germany do go out, my prediction is in the mud in that. But I expect Germany to do the business anyway. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's one game. I remember Varane away to last season when Ramos was out. It's one game. So that makes him bad. Not the 4 Champions Leagues in 5 years. Not the fact that he benched Pepe also. Come on, man. You know what I'm saying? Flawless, do you think really should have switched allegiances to Republic of Ireland if possible? It worked for Wilfred. The fact he hasn't started the game yet in the tournament is insulting. No. Because I think Southgate won't be there much longer and Grealish will get his chance. So, no. And what's done is done, to be honest. Do you really want to play for the Republic of Ireland or do you want to play our tournament? Like, Zaha is different because he can go to the African nations. You know what I'm saying? He's not switching to a European team who's not going to really make it to a World Cup or the Euros. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's what I would say. Man like Flawless says, Emmanuel D says, man like Flawless. Flawless, you don't rate Navas, but he won 3 in a row with them as well. Yeah, because what did Navas do before that? He's not been there 10 years. I was playing at Real Madrid at 19. That's why. 19 years old. I don't think you realize how big of a deal that is. And he was spoke about before that. You can't say that you're young on Varane too, and you never watched him like that. He's a baller in that. I'm saying you'll pick out that one Manchester City game, but won't mention the 4 Champions League in 5 years before that. Won't mention him benching Pepe. Won't mention the leagues before that. Emmanuel D says, Flawless, are you going on Statman's quiz show? People were asking for you in the comments. Statman actually hit me up, so I will be going on his channel soon. Statman did hit me up today. That's my guy in it. So Statman, of course. But the fact people are asking me for me in the comments is big. You know what I'm saying? If you could only sign one, Sancho or Varane, both. I'm signing both. There's not one or the other. I'm signing both. Quality ballers in that. Like, it's not one or the other because we need them both. I've watched Varane loads carried by the GOAT. Okay. All right. Okay. Hear me. All right. Okay. So you've watched him the past 10 years here like I have. Come on now. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Marquinhos or Varane. Big fan of Marquinhos, actually. I like Marquinhos a lot. Every time I see him, he looks very competent. I take Varane, but if someone said Marquinhos, I wouldn't have it. Yeah, man, it's because people just like talking ish and that. You know what I'm saying? Varane's quality in that. I don't know what people are talking about. Varane is sheer quality, and it has been since he's 19. You know what I'm saying? I just look at his numbers and then watch him play. I'm saying quality baller. I'm here looking, and he's still not finished. That's the crazy part. He's still got time to go. How old is he? What, 28? So he's still got time to go. There we go. That's what I'm saying in that. This guy was balling out in La Liga at 2021, winning trophies there and stuff like that. But we move. Also a part of the World Cup side as well. But people conveniently forget that, innit? Flawless, your prediction for the Germany game? Yeah, Germany win. I think Germany win. I am going to start that stream in about 4:30 it will. Where we at? To be fair, I think the only player that deserves to be slandered is Mbappe just because of his status. He's supposed to be that guy. Yeah, the criticism is right. He deserves to be criticized for this tournament because he was poor in this tournament. You know what I'm saying? But I'm just not having no Varane slander a man who's been at the top level for 10 years. You're tripping. Absolutely tripping. And then won a World Cup in between that as well. Mad. Hey, you lot, make sure you get the likes up as well. Make sure you do that. Get the likes up. So you do that. Look at that, man. It's mad. I'm just looking at his numbers. Mad. Yeah, criticized. Yeah. Flawless stuff. You watched a lot of La Liga this season. He hasn't actually had the greatest season, especially a lot of injuries. I watched bits and pieces of La Liga. Not as much as I would like. Actually, I tell a lie. Not as much as not as much as I would like. It's just fell off. You know what I'm saying? So you're saying Ramos is the real guy. Ramos can manage without Varane. Varane can't manage without Ramos. Based off of what? What is that based off? When has Varane been out for a long period of time and Ramos has been fine? Please tell me that. When did he? Because I'm here looking at their numbers and they pretty much played similar amount of games. So what are we basing that off? There we go. Well, yeah, man said, yeah, but I've not watched him week in, week out, but he still looks the same. He still looks, when I've watched him in the Champions League, he still looks the same. Just because Varane has made significant mistakes. Where are these significant mistakes? These men play together a long. I'm looking at their numbers now. They play pretty much the similar amount of games for the past 4 or 5 years. So what are you lot talking about? Bear in mind, Ramos only played 50. This is La Liga, 15 games this season. Varane played 31. The season before, Ramos played 35. Varane played 32. The season before that, Ramos played 28. Varane played 32. The season before that, Ramos played 26. Varane played 27. So where have they played together? Yeah, against City, and anyone can have a poor 2 legs. Neymar had a poor 2 legs against City. Has he hit his peak? He probably has. Well, he's going into his peak. He's 28 years old. He's been at the peak level. So when is Ramos all right without Varane when they always play together? They always play together. I don't know their numbers in Europe. Let me double check. I'm going to check their European numbers as well because man just be saying everything. There we go. So on the continent, so in the last 3 seasons, Ramos has played 5 games in all. Varane has played 9, 8, and 4. So pretty much they played together. 2000s. So from 2015, 16, 17, 18, Varane played 7, 10, and 11. Ramos played, 10, 11, and 11. So where is this? That's what I'm saying. Yeah, to say he's not been at the level he's at because he has a high level, I'd accept that. but he just won 4 Champions Leagues in 5 years and 2 league titles in there. But again, where is this in it? No one can't tell me Ramos is better without Varane when they haven't played together. When's the long period when they didn't play together? I just went through their La Liga numbers and their Champions League numbers. So managers making it up. Managers making it up. Yes, welcome back, Harris. What are you saying?
Oh, I'm back in it. Some technical difficulties.
No, it's gone.
Some technical difficulties in it, but we move, my bro.
Yeah, he's Varane would easily be top 5 centre back in 100%.
He would
easily one time. But like I said, man, just make it up. Just say you don't like Varane and then keep it moving and that. That's all I'm saying, Ryan, isn't it? Because to say that Ramos is nothing without him. When has Ramos played over a long period of time without him? I just went through their numbers. That's what I want to know. So that's incorrect. That's incorrect. They both complement each other really well. They haven't played without each other for a long period of time. So that's a lie. But yeah, go on, fam. Thoughts on Varane since we're talking about it. Would you take him at United?
Well, obviously, I'd take him. He's not coming, though. He's not coming.
Yeah, I know he's not coming, but would you take him, though? That's what I'm asking.
I'll take him because Maguire's shit. You know what I'm trying to say? People tell me Maguire is better than Varane. Maguire's never won a trophy. You know what I'm trying to say? That Maguire ain't got that mentality. He's a little man in the centre-back team. He's better than Diaz. You know what it is with Varane flawless, yeah. Varane is one of them players, yeah, who doesn't have them. He don't have them highlights like that. You know what I'm trying to say? From like he doesn't have that iconic. But every time I see him, he plays to a good start. Like the only shit game people really judge him off is that Man City game. But bro, he's a very high level centre back in my opinion. Can do everything. This is the thing. People are very short time when it comes to football. They look at what brother's done recently, or if he plays shit. Because a lot of people don't watch Real Madrid like that. They just watch Spain. Like, if you ask the Madrid fans, they're actually quite sad that Varane is going. You know what I'm trying to say?
Varane a baller, that's why. Varane a baller, that's why.
Like put it this way, yeah. If like this is how you know someone's good. If Lindelof was to leave, I'll guarantee you majority of the fan base wouldn't give 2 fucks. Like if he was to leave, I think Flawless would be happy. But if Varane was to leave Real Madrid, it's detrimental to their team. Like it is generally detrimental. So it's like it's one of those things there. Varane is a very good player, but yeah, man. Ryan, bro, you can't judge this brother on the Switzerland, man. Switzerland game.
No, Varane just making it. No. Ryan just making it shop and that. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and another thing
just
is
making it shop.
If Varane
that's why I'm talking about one-off games. Before now, it was all Ramos carries him, but they've not played together. But they've played together for the longest. So man is just saying anything.
He's definitely better than Kimpembe, bro. I'll tell you that. He's Francis.
Oh, I think he's better than Kimpembe. Flawless, anyways. Why would we look at Trippier and Varane? Why would we look at Trippier and Varane now? We might as well have got them when we got Maguire and AB. That's Manchester United Football Club for you. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do. You know what I'm saying?
5 years too late. That's what we are, bro.
That's us. You know what I'm saying? Well, yeah, we are gonna close out the show, people. We are going to close out the show. Yes, and someone made the comment, actually. Here it is. Yeah, Ryan's definitely got an agenda. 100%.
He does, man.
Ryan's yeah, 100%. He's just saying
you know
anything.
what it is? He just don't like Real Madrid because they injured his favorite player, Salah, innit? You know what I'm trying to say? So any way to slander them.
Yeah, and someone said it here. Yeah, the Varane agenda came when he been linked with United. Yes, 100%. Yeah, Yeah, he wasn't here 3 weeks ago. Now he's awful in that. Like he just didn't win a World Cup and win multiple things. But yeah, you definitely have an agenda. But okay, Ryan. Yes, I am doing an England watch along. It'll start in 10 minutes. So before you lot go, make sure you hit the like button on this video. Make sure you share it and make sure you subscribe to the channel Sarcasm City TV as well. Make sure you do that. Hit the notification bell. Harris, anything you want to add before we bounce?
I just want to say love to all the chat. Shout out you, man, for holding it down. I'm sorry and I had some technical difficulties.
That's good.
Tune in for the Atlanta Hawks versus Bucks. Is that watch along happening tonight?
Yeah, of course. From 1:28 a.m. it'll start. Yeah,
tune in for that watch along tonight.
Hawks and the Bucks.
That's gonna be lit, people. Mm-hmm. You don't want to miss that. It's game. I would like to say it's game 3. Yeah, it is game 3. Yeah, so tune in for it's game 4. So tune. Oh, wait, is it? Yeah,
game 4.
It's game 4. So tune in for game 4, the latest NBA streams in the world, bruv. You know what I'm trying to say? He gets active. 2 a.m. chats, some wavy shit we talk about. Like, you don't want to miss this, my people. It's gonna get lit. That's all I'm saying. and
Don't want to miss it.
get this channel to 3K subs, bruv. You know how long we've been waiting for, man. Man is starving, bruv. I'm about to get full though, because 30K subs away, and then we can celebrate. You know what I'm trying to say?
30,
I'm
yeah,
just
we have 30 subs away or something like that, or under 30, I believe. Yeah. Yeah.
waiting on that 3K party, people. But
Mm.
yeah, man. I'm trying to be
Mm.
lit, bro. That's you know what it is. You know the vibes, my people. But let's get this.
Yeah, man.
Someone
Love to
someone
ever.
asked me someone asked me Southgate or Ollie. None of them. They're both football terrorists. Like they don't deserve to be anywhere near a managerial role, bruv.
But yeah, make sure you head over to the England Germany stream. Watch along. We will be going live at 4:30 p.m. on the dot. We will be going live, people. So make sure you subscribe. Make sure you head over there and hit that like button on there. Get in the comments. Give me your thoughts on the England team, the Germany team, and of course predictions as well. Predictions, that's what we need. But love to everyone who's locked in. This has been the ManDem United podcast on Sarcasm City TV. Thank you very much for tuning in.